It's loading, and I'm going to mute, and Judge Shanklin, just wave at me if you need me to do something as the administrator.
All righty. Well, thank you very much. Is it recording or is it broadcasting now?
Yes.
All right. So we have an official court reporter here too. So I will officially call the public meeting for the auditor's public hearing and agenda into order. I would simply note for the record here today that we are still in the midst of a COVID-19 crisis. And although there is no shelter at home order from the state or from the county, we have broadcast and appeared here today with the blessings of the legal department and the governor's office to proceed by remote means via a Zoom platform on the public meeting today. I would also note for any public that is watching, in the event that there's any questions other than what's already been posted with the phone numbers, if you have any questions, you may email brody.shanklin@dentoncounty.com for any official inquiry regarding this meeting. I will check my email throughout this meeting and those questions will be addressed. With that, we have several items that are set today on the meeting. Our auditor, Mr. Jeff May, is present. Mr. May, I'll turn item number 1, which is set the fiscal year 2021 salary for the county auditor, over to you for any discussion.
Thank you, Judge. I appreciate y'all taking the time for this today. To set my salary this year, I'm expecting, or the budget office is going to recommend no raises for employees. So in turn, I'm requesting the same salary for fiscal year 2021 as I'm receiving in fiscal year 2020. And just for the record, let me pull that up. My salary is $150,589 per year.
All right. I just so that I make sure that I have it correct, maybe that's with benefits. I see 157,589. Am I reading the right number?
That is correct.
Okay. So 157,589, which is the same for 2020. Is there any other discussion or any questions for our auditor, Mr. May? I see no questions or any further discussions. All those in favor for approval of the salary of the 157,589 per requested from Mr. May, just everybody raise their hands so I can see. All right, it looks like it's unanimous all the way across the board. Item number 1 is approved. Item number 2 is set the fiscal year 2021 salaries for the assistant auditors. Mr. May, it's my understanding as well that you are fully staffed and you're not requesting any raises and that you're requesting the same amount of salaries for fiscal year 2020. Is that correct?
That is correct. I do have some new positions, so my total budget is going to drop, but that is correct. There's not going to be any salary increases.
Okay. Any other questions or further discussions from any of the judges? All right, seeing none, all those in favor, raise your right hand. And again, I see hands unanimous across the board. Item number 2 on the agenda is approved unanimously. Item number 3 is approve the operating budget for the county auditor. And again, you've sent the proposed budget out. And my understanding that other than a $1,425 increase, you're asking that the budget stay the same and you're actually taking a $600 decrease. Is that correct?
That is accurate.
Okay. Any other discussions regarding the proposed 2021 budget request from the auditor's office?
I have a question, Jeff. The contract labor that's included here is $7,000. Is that's not the contract labor that we're using for these grants that that y'all are administering, right?
That is correct. Initially in 2019, that was to bring in James Wells if I needed him, which I did not. This year we had a challenge because my chief assistant, Natalie Riegelman, retired, and I'm requesting to carry that into 2021 in case I need her to prepare our CAFR. Okay,
but all that, the contract labor that we're using to administer those grant funds, that's being paid by the money that we're getting for the COVID relief.
That's correct. That's the coronavirus relief fund paying for that, for those temps.
Okay. All right. That's the only question I had.
Any other questions or discussion from the judges? All right. And I'm continuing to, again, for the record, monitoring my email, and I see no requests there as well. I would take this moment to note for the record, Judge McCary, you're still on here, and the public notice gave 2 numbers for juvenile in case there was anybody from the public that requested any type of special accommodations for disabilities. I did not receive any message from anyone that there was any special request. Can you confirm on the record that there were no requests?
We have received no requests, Judge.
Okay, thank you very much. All right, the last item on the agenda is item number 4. It set the fiscal year 2021 salaries for the district court reporters. There had been a supplemental spreadsheet that was sent out earlier to the district judges. It's my understanding, Mr. May, that for fiscal year 2021, all of the salaries for the court reporters will stay the same. All the incentive pay that the court reporters are receiving will stay the same. However, the longevity pay has gone up, I believe cumulatively a total of about $900, but each of the court reporters will receive a slight increase in longevity pay. Is that correct?
That is correct.
All right. Is there any other questions or discussions for Mr. May regarding the proposed district court reporter salaries or incentives or longevity? All right. Judge Breeding, you're muted, but I do see you.
Sorry, I forgot I was muted. Which, in the spreadsheet, which column is the longevity, just out of curiosity?
It's the far column on the right, the
Okay.
last column where every single person is receiving longevity pay.
Okay, and the middle column is what?
Middle column is incentive pay.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Any other questions or discussions? Judge Shipman, I see.
The last attachment that you sent us in an email, are those the current numbers?
That is correct. Mr. May, I understand that the document that was sent out was worked on with you and Mr. Harbor, and these are the correct numbers for 2021 on the longevity pay. Is that right?
That is correct.
Yes.
Okay.
Any other questions or discussion? All right. All those in favor of approval of the fiscal year 2021 court reporter salary, incentive pay, and longevity pay, please indicate by raising your right hand. I see that is unanimously across the board. Item number 4 is approved. All right, any other discussion before we recess? I am checking my email again for the record. I have received no request. And Judge McCary, just confirming with the numbers that were in the public notice. I know we've already addressed the disabilities. Was there anyone else that called during this meeting to request anything about this public meeting?
No public input, Judge.
Okay, thank you very much. We will be in recess. Thank you all.
Okay, I'll end the meeting and stop the recording.